Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chuckles, and I'm here to bring you a Powercraft factory, and two little small inventions that, I kind of came up with, it'll make your world better. So there's two little inventions. You won't be able to get it in survival mode, unless you switch over to creative and grab a command block quickly. But in all you need to do is in your vanilla world, or obviously it's not vanilla if it's modded, but you need to grab yourself a command block and put /time set 0 or whatever time you want to set the day. So if you never want it to be nighttime on your world, you're going to want to put a night sensor on top of the command block. And the way you do this is this is a day sensor. So just pretend that this is a night sensor. So you shift and you can put it on there, and obviously this is gonna act weird because it's detecting day as I set it today. So yeah, and also if you would like it not to rain, you're gonna want to do the same thing, toggle downfall. So if I go up to the top here, actually, I'm gonna go get the night sensor, put it back on here. So if it's toggle downfall, so if I say rain, it's gonna, immediately let's do it again. Turn rain on, and it'll get dark, and go back to beautiful day again. So that's how that works. And if you go here and click set to midnight, it's just gonna automatically no. So you can just keep clicking it, and it's just gonna, I wonder if you can break it. Let's see. And that's not good. I don't want it to do that. Now I have monsters on my world. Here's darn it. Why is this not burning? So you better die. Now there's creepers here. Oh, all these horrible people. Anyways, let's get to the factory here. This factory is an infinite, gives you an infinite fuel source. It generates coal without any work at all. You don't have to do anything but turn it on and off whether you please. It has automatic turn on and shut off as you deplete the storage. So I'm gonna walk in here and show you all these controls. This is for all the arrows you will collect. This is for all the, whoop, that's not good. Here, let me just clear my inventory. There, gotta keep this boot so I don't slide. This is got my XP bank. And let's put those over there. See, I have 49 levels right now. So that's pretty good. And, alright. So these would be the manual charcoal production shutdown, manual grinder shutdown, and then I have this thing called empty chests. Basically, it empties these chests over here, so they're just full of charcoal. And right now, I'm gonna show you the empty. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna show you where it starts. So I got the basic idea on how you can force monsters to spawn when you do this. Use the special whatever gate thing that they have in this game to activate and deactivate spawners and the pulsers. So when I open this up here, let's see if I can open it up. There we go. So basically in this room we've got skeletons stuck, but we have this no block up there putting signal down to these spawners, and the special thing, every time this goes on, that has a chance of spawning. It doesn't do it every single time, but it usually will do it every single time. And the good thing about this is you don't have to worry about bows spawning with the skeletons. When you use a special control on these, they spawn without bows. So if you want to make a real grinder, you're going to have to do like a darkness thing where they spawn naturally, and then they have bows if you're going to want bows. But if you don't care about the bows, you're going to want to use the special controls of this. Everything here you can get in survival, which is very nice. I over-engineered this. You can obviously make a much more simpler version, but I over-engineered this since most people might be playing this game in creative. So, when they spawn, losing train of thought. When they'll spawn in this air space here and fall down here, and they'll go in a circular motion. I actually have it set up so it's a spiral, so they'll go around, and then they go in one, and they go around, and in one, blah, blah, blah. Usually they die before they get all the way around. So I have a bunch of these mob detectors and these kill things, or the kill composition for the lasers. So when they come down here, the mob things detect it, and the lasers will go off. So that way I don't have to use the game memory to have lasers running the whole time, which is kind of nice. So as the mobs go around, blah, 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 you have these separation belts, which got arrow, bone, and diamond. Diamonds are used to separate XP orbs. So you have to use diamonds for that. Unfortunately, there's so many diamonds. There's a way you can do this where you can have an item detector, put a redirector rail on it, and put it in the same fashion. But usually it works, but for some reason this time around when I tried doing that for this, the redirector rail would, or not rail, but the redirector conveyor would try, and some of them would make the item go on the left side of it, and some of them make the item go on the right side of it, so it wasn't working very well. So I have to use this. So basically, mouse spawn, fall, die by lasers, and the items get outputted to down here. And from here, they're separated. Orbs go this way, and arrows go that way. Arrows in the chest, obviously, and orbs into the XP bank. But the bones will go down here and go through this. This just makes bone meal. And that goes all the way down here to this block, to this crazy contraption over here. And there usually isn't this many blocks when it comes to this. So this is just this slim chance that me showing this, we actually have it. So basically, a lot of stuff going on here. This block builder gets filled up with bone meal, and as you might know, the block builder, when you put it on, like, set it up, you can do this for automatic farms and all that. But unfortunately, it's gonna have to use more bone meal when this gets updated to 1.5 because of the nerfed bone meal, which is kind of gonna stink, but oh well. So basically, it goes in here, and very smart of me, when this fills up, you can use a chest full detector, and this turns off the grinder. There's a special controller up there connected to the pulsar block, so that when this turns on, it'll pause the pulsar block and stop the production of bone meal and all that junk, so that we don't keep overloading and making more items and junk. So that goes in there. We have this, puts it on there, and this harvester takes it away. After it does that, it goes down here and splits. Saplings will go to the left, wood will keep going, and this splits each half and half. So when one goes through, this item detector is detecting one block, and when it detects it, the other, because it takes a tree output and puts a tree in, takes a tree output, and the timing of this is very good for these. So when a stack of wood goes through here, another stack is coming up to this redirector rail. So this will activate the redirector rail. So one stack will go through, the redirector rail will send another stack this way. One stack will go through, one redirector this way. So it works out and makes things a little better. You can burn, or you can make charcoal out of almost all the of the wood. There's usually like a stack left, and I don't know why there's so much excess this time, but there just is. So after going through, it goes through this rotation because it hasn't become charcoal yet, obviously. I got it set up so that if it's wood, it keeps going around. If it's charcoal, it goes down here to this teleporter. And this teleports all the way back to our room, where our junk is set up here. And there's the teleporter right there. And this room is very busy when it's running. So I'm going to take all these things off so I can show you all this junk I have. So basically, the teleporter's here, and it'll make all the items go through, and obviously the items will build up here, and when that turns on, or when this fills up, it'll go to this one, and this one, blah, 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 back and forth. Now this is, and obviously after this says all these are full, it does this really cool thing I made up. Well, I didn't really make it up. Obviously, I can use ideas from other places. But when this fills up, it tells the charcoal maker to stop making charcoal because it's full. So some excess gets made because obviously when this turns on, it's obviously made some. So it goes through and just falls in this lava pit. Alright, so now to show you what happens when these are full. Alright, we're going to go over here and we'll start on this side. Okay, so basically for this first chest here, we have a chest detector so for full. So when it's full, it goes to C1. C1 will then output to this light block. And whoever's in there, it'll show them, oh, this chest is full. So that means it has charcoal in it. I tried using empty and then invert it so that people would know that it doesn't, like, let's see. I've tried to use an empty detector gate thing to show that people, like, so that they know there is charcoal in there because maybe the light's on. Because when a chest is empty, it outputs a signal. So when inverted, so it looks like that when the light come on, it means that there is something in there. But the way they have this set up, it wouldn't work that way, which kind of stinks. So I had to fix it, and I had to do this weird looking thing. Like I don't even need these. I just put them here for no reason. So that's what that does, and it does the same on the other side. So when each one of these gets turned on and all the lights come on, it goes in this really cool AND gate machine thing I set up. So it goes in order, C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then C1 and C2 are connected to an AND gate. When those are both on, it outputs. C3 and C4 are connected to an AND gate. When that outputs, it goes here. And obviously when those both are done, it goes to this. And then 5 and 6 AND gate, and it goes all the way to the top. It's kind of like a tournament, you know, win-win on, except obviously you're not winning. Yeah. One of these has to lose, but obviously they both won because it's don't resonate signal. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So this goes here to here, and boom, right here. This tells the charcoal maker all this over here, right here. This is the thing here. It stops the pulse of the block builder and the pulse of the harvester, so it stops doing everything. It stops making and taking away. And so that's where that stops that. Now, to the controls inside of the area. This is linked to the pulsar on top of there to manually... Oh, not that one. This one is linked up there, so when you click it, it manually just stops it. Same here. This goes to the stuff that stops the charcoal maker. And this is empty chests. Now, when you turn this on, I have a thing set up here where... there's a transmitter outside of this and a receiver in here, and then there's a there's the conveyor belt that makes items come out of the ejector belt, and when this turns on, it when you hit the switch, it it lets a pulsar go, and then makes this pulse, and that's what makes that stuff. Makes the stuff pulse in here, so it makes stacks come out. And I guess I could do it. Oh, see, it is set on whole stacks. Oh, I could do all contents at once, but you know, what's fun in doing everything at once? You want to see this thing work. So what you do is you click, turn it on, and then it just starts putting them out. It does. I couldn't do these here and then those where those gold blocks are. They wouldn't work for some reason, so I had to put the ejectors back there. And so when you do this, you're gonna wanna turn the charcoal maker off, or else I think it'll. All right, now these aren't working for some reason. I think maybe this only. Well, that's an easy fix. So we can just do this. On the spot fixing, yes. Let's see, let's get this. We need an ejection belt, excuse me. Let's go get we need an activation crystal, or crystal. We need to go get the chests. And by the way, if you didn't know that, you can, it's one of my other videos. If you didn't know, you can click the transmitter block and then do it to other blocks. So we're gonna do that and do that, and then we're gonna go up to the top here and get some lava. Toss that in the hole, and voila. And too bad I couldn't find a way to shut it down when it was done, so you just kind of had to click her off. And then all this is covered up by my awesome little things here. Oh, there we go. So it kind of makes everything look a little more uniform, even though you can see through. That's kind of, I don't like that. I don't like how I can see through these holes. But that's about it. Let's see. We should be making more charcoal. It should be. Did something not up? Oh, this is. Maybe it's because I added this glass thing. I was obstructing. Oh, it's because of the vines. I was obstructing it. So, there's that. And then you can see how quickly these fill in. So you basically have an endless supply of charcoal. You don't have to do anything with this. Another use for this is if you make this machine and hook it up to the fish harvesters that they'll be making in the next version. So they take charcoal, so you can make something like this. Obviously, this is a little bit over-engineered, or you can do something like having one of the chests output teleport to that. So that would be kind of a smart thing to do. Yeah. I think that's about it. There's many components here. This is obviously a nice way to do a grinder. I'm gonna make a humongous mob grinder at one point. So I'm gonna make it so, and then I keep just like saying random words. Yeah, I'm gonna make a really big one. It's gonna have lots of mobs that people like to kill in order to get their droppings, and then have like a warehouse full of chests, and there's just kind of random stuff in it, because it's really hard to organize everything. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's it, guys. That is the factory. I hope you picked everything up if you want to remake this. Otherwise, I'm terribly sorry. I'll see you guys next time.